All right, we got your boy Omeezy, and this is Adin Ross. It's the last. Well, I can't see that. Adin Ross is the last man standing on a dying platform. Really, bro? On a dying platform, I feel like that's a little reach, man. 'Cause I don't think Kick is not dying no time soon, bro. I feel like that's a reach, but that's your opinion, bro. You know, like I be telling people. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have like rotten apples in every platform, but like I said, there are some cool Kick streamers in there, and let's just hear what he got to say, bro. Cause yeah. Dying platform, I feel like that's a reach, though. So let's go.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Kai's going, your Rage is going.
Bart just got some up news. He's leaving.
Bruce is going. Speed's going. Everyone's going to Kick. Think about it. The platform cannot fail if everyone goes.
Oh, he went back. the Neo dude went back to Twitch. That's crazy, bro.
You're serious.
Oh, that's the day.
You're moving to Twitch, man.
And this is exactly why Adin Ross decided to step on Neon's initial announcement on The Breakfast Club. It's because all his friends are leaving him. This past week, big shifts and revelations came to the streaming community, starting with Neon and The Breakfast Club incident, trickling into the Adin Ross versus Kai debacle, and now Neon switching over to Twitch, seemingly leaving Adin Ross to be the only cool kid on the platform. It seems like streaming won't be the same after this weekend. Kick fumbled a lot of the bags and the creators that they had. Maybe it never.
I mean, not really, not necessary. I mean, I feel like that's a win-win in both situations. I mean, in both ways. The streamers got what they got what they wanted. They collected the bag and they went back to Twitch. I mean, that was pretty much the whole plan. That was the whole plan in the first place. That what they were gonna do from the start, bro. Like that yeah. I mean, you ain't have to be no rocket science to understand that, but yeah, I already knew they were finna go back to Twitch after they collect their bag, do what they gotta do, like, you know, on to boost it up, and then they gone, bro. Kyle not gonna hold you. There's some people probably might do that.
Really had him, and there has to be some conversations about the future of streaming. Is Kick going to be here long term, and what part and role did Adin Ross and his friends have to?
Not too long ago, Kick, I mean, just a while back, Kick, well, for like Spanish, they're the highest, but in English, yeah, they still got to work on that right now.
Play in this. It all started with the debacle and disaster of an interview that happened on The Breakfast Club, and not by the participants on the show. I think they went with the script and were following it very well. But something that I called out, and probably was the only one that called it out on the internet, was the intrusion of Adin Ross into the live chat.
Wait, let's get into the chat, because Adin Ross, there's a comment pinned in here. He just commented and said, Neon, I promise you they trying to belittle you and disrespect you. You on all of them. They are weird as them.
You talking about who?
In here, the chat is live in the Breakfast Club.
He's shitting on them.
Anyway, go ahead.
A lot of people thought that was Neon being bullied on the platform and Adin Ross's friends stepped in. I believe it was to squash something that Neon, The Breakfast Club, and a lot of people had been hinting to for a couple months, being a Neon switch to a different platform. Now, this will ultimately get revealed by Charlemagne the God like the very next day.
True. What happened was he reached out to me to do his stream, but then he kept asking to come up here because he wanted to announce that he was leaving Kick.
And go to Twitch. Go to Twitch.
And I'm like, okay, we've had a scream up here before. DDG been up here, so why not?
So while a lot of people were thinking that The Breakfast Club was just being rude to Neon, which you might have a lot of credibility to that point, I believe that Adin Ross stepped in, changed the trajectory of the interview for the sole purposes of trying to get Neon to stop going to a different competitor platform, seemingly leaving his friend in the eyes of the viewing audience. And hey, what would you look to know? I was right. But instead of trying to stop the announcement or try to slow down what happened with Neon on The Breakfast Club, Adin should have been investigating why he would even go to think this type of route, why he would switch, why did other people switch. And what's crazy is we've seen in real time why people would take the switch from Kick back to Twitch.
And you know what crazy? I never streamed on Twitch. I got an account, but I always hold back. I streamed on I did YouTube. No, I think I did YouTube first. Then I decided to be loyal to Kick. And then now, since I haven't been online, I said I might want to give Twitch a go. Now I just want to experience on things. Cause Kick is cool. Kick, like I said, the views, like the chat, people that pop in, you know, they real chill. But now I want to see what's up with Twitch. I'm trying to see what's up with Twitch. I really just want to multi-stream, but I don't know, bro. Then again, like I be chilling over here on YouTube, but I don't want to put all my don't put all your treats in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because they've been doing shady and underhanded business practices.
Also, there's this guy that runs the Kick platform. One of the guys, he's like an employee, but no one he's like a low grade employee. Like no one really cares about him. His name is Mustache. To be honest, like to be like completely transparent, this guy's come for me every single day. Come for everything. When I've done so much for the platform, I've worked my heart out.
Wait.
I've done so much to make this platform, a place to grow. And then ever since I've talked about this Mustache guy, they've capped my views. They have put something on my account.
I think I know who. I think I know who the mustache guy he's talking about.
I lose money on stake. So on stake, I've been losing like $10,000 every day, and this is never
the mustache guy. I think I know who he's talking about.
Before I'm an avid gambler. I've gambled so much. I've lost my life to gambling, got it back, all this stuff, and I've gambled so much, but I've never experienced such losses in my life. And it's all because of this one guy, and he keeps doing it, and I don't know what to do because at this point it's like a staff member bullying me, and he's like a staff member on the platform. So how do I go about it? If y'all don't figure this shit out, I'm gonna take all these big plays I have and all my collabs and every single fucking huge thing that I have coming up somewhere else, and it's gonna go fucking 10 times crazier.
When Kick arrived on the block, everybody thought that it was a breath of fresh air, something new and innovating in the
See, it was supposed to be, but then you got all these idiots. It was really supposed to be it, but then you got all these idiots who just you can use your freedom of speech and all that type of stuff, but they just want to push the boundaries and all that extra stuff. That's the part like, oh my God, Kick is giving y'all this free of speech and all this, but they fail to realize the consequences with these stuff. They're like, oh my God, people don't know how to use them. They use them, but they use them in the wrong ways. I'm like, oh my God, some of them Kick streamers over there, man, they just stupid. I'm sorry. I mean, they can do what they want, but they stupid.
Streaming era. But what a lot of people don't understand is that these people are still humans with emotions, feelings, biases, and are at the end of the day capitalists. They want their friends to succeed, and if you're not really a part of that inner friend group, then you're not going to reap the benefits and rewards of that. So when you decide to do shady, underhanded things to Neon, allow different harassments or different things go on your platform, it's no wonder why they would take their talents elsewhere to a platform where people are doing unspeakable things and getting unspeakable opportunities, things they could never even dream of or imagine of. Now, there have been many content creators who have put out real criticisms of the platform itself. There's one young streamer named Dark Kiss who said, "Tomorrow will be my last day I stream on Kick. I have been on and off the platform since it started 2 years ago due to what I've observed with the inflation of view botting, harassment from other users, and a lack of security measures to protect our channels. The platform is unsafe." And other creators like Neon raising different concerns. You would think that somebody like Adin would take the time to really address these, try to figure out why his friends and other creators will be leaving, but instead he doubles down on Kick and is against what his friends would say. Once one of the members of his community says that everyone has left him and it's time to move on to a different platform, Adin says, "Bro, no, I like being able to say and do whatever I want. Y'all love freedom too. Look at last night. You guys get a happy medium, collabs and freedom. Neon will come back to Kick and I will never follow what other people do. Love you guys. You may not see it now. Kick will win." And you can't keep using the excuse of "I want to say what I want" and then simultaneously saying that you're not a part of.
Now like I said, I do see Kick like going to be like success and like I do see Kick like getting up there, but right now they you know what I'm saying, right now they in that phase where how Twitch used to be. I guess they say it used to be Justin TV or something. They in that phase right there, so still got to give them time and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I still believe Kick gonna still gonna do good and gonna succeed, bro. But that's all I can say.
Some sort of racist community or whatever the case may be. Because when I see the content that you want to post, it makes me question your morals and ethics.
So I got the George Floyd mask. This is going to be a punishment for you as well. You have to put it on if you lose.
I ain't gonna lie, you have to do it.
You get to choose. You get to choose. So you got to put on this shit. You either got to put on this mask and go on Monkey for 10 minutes, or Like I got the whip.
Okay, let's test
But
it.
look, not only the whip though.
Wait, what you mean? Let's
So while I'm whipping you, Snaggy gonna hold up the flag in the back.
Yo, bro.
Oh yeah, this is the last one.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, we'll circle.
Bro, I can tell. Wait, who streamed that was? Whoever streamed that was definitely got some edgy audience. He got some edgy, very edgy audience, bro. That's crazy.
Back to that. I just wanted to make it clear this is the content that you want to put out, that you love, the freedom behind. There is this stench cloud over Kick, the platform as a whole, for a lot of different reasons, but one of the main ones is that it is known as the edgelord platform of the century. People go there to do the most outrageous things in the name of freedom and content, but in reality, it's just a place to get their racist, homophobic, and just outright intolerant content off. And what I think happened is
Yeah, it crazy cause man, there's some real good Kick streamers over there, but we just, like I said, went over and over. We being overshadowed by those type of people. It sucks though, but you know, we just being overshadowed by those type of people.
is two things. One, a lot of streamers just went there for a bag. I mean, we can walk down memory lane with that one. But two, they realized that on the flip side of that, they are losing out on a bunch of different opportunities that are coming down the Twitch pipeline. Right now, Twitch has been home to the biggest streaming events of the year, and the only thing that Kick has for its claim to fame is videos of Cuff'em sipping lean and whipping chairs. Meanwhile, Streamer University, Streamer Prom, Stud Buds, Roud's 30-day challenge stream, and even the Love Challenge.
Oh, I'm just watching that right now.
That Blackboy Max is putting on right now are all on Twitch. And we've done it before, but now we are crossing over from it just being things that are backed by streamers, but the corporate entity is starting to shift in, which means real dollars, real cents, and real shifts in fame. Kai Cenat is planning to do streams with LeBron James. We're talking big celebrities talking about doing their streaming on Twitch. And Kick just lost its 12th largest member after running through other guys like Bruce and Your Rage. And a good part of that is just due to the bad connotation of Kick. People want to be on the Twitch platform. They don't want to be on this edgelord platform. Another reason why is because when Kick came in, it said
low key, bro. I'm like, man, I still want to be on Kick though, but at the same time, I want to give. I be seeing people saying also you got to give Twitch a try, and I created one like years ago, but I never I never started one. So that's why I want to see that as well. Ah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy though. I want to see how Twitch is as well, cause Kick, like I said, the chat, they cool, bro.
It was going to be new, breathtaking, invigorating, and honestly had the bag attached to it. But one of the problems that a lot of the streamers saw is that the people that were running the platform just weren't listening to them.
Hey, Kick! What the fuck my predicts said? The fucking wrong with y'all! Niggas is useless! It's the same fucking app for the last year!
Kick, bro, I don't know what type of ego y'all got going on right now, but y'all niggas need to remember, you niggas need us. Niggas don't need y'all niggas. I don't know if y'all niggas forgot. I don't know if y'all lost the plot. But y'all niggas got the game fucked up, boy. What the fuck my predicts?
Okay, so a streamer like Your Age, he came on and he was asking for like one thing. He wanted channel points and he wanted...
Bro, I be watching the Eddie on Samantha, bro. I don't be on Eddie chat, cause man, his chat just be running. Now Samantha, I be on his chat. You can chat with him. He will, bro. This man will read every chat. He will read everything you ask. Like I said, I stay on his. Like Eddie just, his chat just, I don't know, but Samantha, he's the one. He's the one.
Voting or polls, right? The right vote poll system. And I think he asked a long time for that. His community, they're very big on that. To be fair, I've known Josh a very long time, for years. And I know for a fact that he's the type of person that it involves his community, like all these reactions and all these types of things. And I just know that he made it very, very very clear that he needed that feature in order for his chat to kind of be engaged. He wanted that feature. So that's an example that I could just think of the top of my head. I can name more, but it's like, I don't want to do that. I just want to show you guys the small change could do so much for the platform. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Let me tell you one thing. I don't even think I'm allowed to say this. I still haven't gotten paid my last payment or two from Kick. I ain't gonna cap. They offered me more money than last time. So it's not one of them things where they offered me less money. I said, fuck y'all niggas. No, they offered me more. They offered me more. So I was like, damn, I'm coming back to kick. So I thought. But I was like, yo, YG would be like, I don't know. Would that make my audience happy, bro? Like, kick was cool while it lasted. I know I ain't had no predicts. It was cool. But like, I felt niggas wasn't really happy over there. Like they were forced to use that app and shit. I hate every time I went live, I seen niggas like, oh, I gotta use that. Like I go live, I was like, damn, I feel like a sellout. I'm like, damn, I feel like a fucking sellout, bro. Like, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy streaming on Kick, but the thought of streaming, like waking up and streaming, wasn't like as exciting as when I was on Twitch, bro.
So let me get this straight. The platform in and of itself was terrible. You know, the employees weren't listening to recommendations from its biggest content creators. They weren't paying people properly on time, and the experience wasn't as enjoyable. I could only guess why the experience wasn't as enjoyable, because it's what happened in that Saturday domino that ultimately revealed why everybody is uncomfortable with the platform Kick that Adin Ross has cultivated. That beef from Saturday where Adin Ross went live when Kai was live and talked about how weird the situation between them was based off of the community was very telling about the grand state of streaming.
I mean, dude, guys, there's a clip of literally Kai doesn't even say anything. He scrolled right past it and shit. We had a conversation about that off stream. I mean, like, look, it obviously, like, it doesn't fucking look good, right? I mean, it really doesn't, but whatever. I mean, it's not that serious to me. I really don't care if people do or don't want to fuck with me online or whatever. It is what it is. At this point, I just don't give a fuck anymore, bro. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. No, it's not about being folded. I'm genuinely telling you guys, I genuinely don't care. Like, I really don't even give.
This weekend revealed that there were much bigger rifts in streaming than a lot of people had realized, specifically dealing with the nature of their friendships on camera. Now, it ultimately boiled down to me, as I covered in the video previously, that it was due to a lot of the community at large as opposed to the streamers internally. Conversation and communication squashed a bunch of this, like Adin Ross said when he came back on stream.
And you guys were wondering why I went live. I'm sick, and I had to call Kai. Me and Kai spoke on the phone. So Kai and I had a great conversation, just in general, about a lot of stuff. And it's not, it's not about it's not Adin versus Kai. We don't want that. We both came from a beautiful, beautiful industry, the streaming game. And whether you like me, whether you hate me, whether you like Kai, whether you hate Kai, there's no bad blood between us. It's very mutual respect that him and I have for one another. And that's where it stands. Even through if we have disagreements.
And it's great that they had a conversation offline, but that doesn't address the larger communal problem as a whole. I see that ARL and any variation of the communities on X are still thriving and popping as possible, but even more importantly, something that is in more of Adin Ross's control is his friends and how they completely and utterly disrespect Kai's request even on stream.
Y'all know he got me a Hellcat. I got him a Lambo. I ain't gonna lie.
What's up, Kai?
What's up, Tom?
What's good?
What's up?
Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? You let them nigga you a fucking sandwich? Really, Consonant? Get sturdy. Get started.
Yeah, I wonder what that does for the relationship off and online. Now, while I still think Adin,
I mean, yeah, I can see. Yeah, that was crazy. Not gonna lie. Like I said, bro, he probably edgy audience, bro. Got some edgy audience.
Ross will have people come around him because he generates a lot of views and eyes for audiences and the streaming content. I do think that this does create further division and separation between the other content creators on Twitch and the other content creators on Kick. You know, not necessarily the top dogs, but the steps below. Who wants to be associated with that type of platform, that type of energy, that type of content? It's 2025. Even if you thought that stuff was funny behind closed doors, which I actually don't think a lot of people do find funny nonetheless, but even if you did find that stuff funny behind closed doors, for your business reputation and all the opportunities that you have that are front facing, why would you want to associate with stuff?
Yeah, see, that the part right out. It's the business part. That the part that some of them Kick streamers like. You know what I'm saying? They it's that business part. They want to, like, you feel me? They want them sponsors and stuff
like that. The reality of the situation is that Adin Ross is the last one standing when it comes to Kick. Yeah, sure, there are some other pieces that are still streaming on the platform. XQC will be XQC wherever he goes. I don't get the appeal, but it is what it is. And there are some names that pop up here and there, but the massive things that Twitch is doing has Kick looking funny in the light. The only thing that I can do is imagine how great of rifts this whole Kick situation has caused in these streamer friend groups, with the way that the community has divided them, the content has divided them, the platforms have divided them. And until a lot of it is addressed, ultimately the rifts are only going to become bigger and bigger because time will just divide them more and more. We can stop these things on camera, but that's not going to stop the community at large from changing how they feel about X creator to another creator. And more importantly, that's not going to bring people back to Kick the platform. More and more people are going to want to clean up their act, their image, and their persona, and not want to be associated with this lawless, TOS, favorable, biased community that is Kick. It wouldn't even matter if there's huge sums of money involved. Like, they offered Speed the biggest bag. They offered Kai the biggest bag, and that still wasn't enough.
Eddie says to me, Adin, I have like $140 million for you, Speed, and Kai. You get this shit done. You guys, 140 M's for you guys for the first year. Yes, it was $50 million and equity of Kick, each of us. So 50 equity of Kick. And whatever Kick is valued at now, it would have been, we could have been all billionaires. It's okay though. It's okay.
Read that you turned down $60 million to join Kick. Why did you do that?
It wasn't right, man. I couldn't join Kick at the time because it was like I got to realize like not all money is good money.
Not even money.
See, that's the part. Not all. Yes, that's the part. Not all good. Not all money is good money. And it's crazy that I'm on Kick, bro. I like Kick, bro. But like I said, I want to give Twitch a try too. But I do rock with that YouTube too. Now that YouTube, even though I be live, people don't chat. I mean, the chat be quiet. Like, they quiet. They just watch me play, which I don't got no problem with that. I'm on, so I ain't got no problem with that.
He can solve these problems, and that's a lot of money, to be quite fair, but that's not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is brand identity. The bigger picture is how you are treated. The bigger picture is what are we pushing onto our audience. The bigger picture is who's racist and who's not racist. I mean, there's so many things that go into making this decision, and ultimately, even though they probably didn't mean for it to end up this way, when people pick sides between Twitch and Kick, they created a streamer civil war. And honestly, right now, it seems like Twitch is the North and Kick is the South.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. It is what it is, baby. But you already know. Link up on our description, all that good stuff, man. I'm out. Y'all be safe.